Hi, Frush here. Today we are going to speed review Yakuza 0, one of my favourites in the Yakuza series and additionally an all-time favourite game of mine. I have been playing it recently and let's just say with the number of hours I have been racking up, I haven't seen my family for a long time since I changed my name to Kiryu Kazuma and became a part of the Yakuza. Who even am I anymore? Identity crisis problems aside, let's start this speed review. Funny enough, the prequel was actually made after most of the games in the series were. Developed and published by Sega, the game originally launched back in 2017 on PS4 and then later got a release on PC where its audience grew larger. With every good story, it has a beginning, and that's definitely the case with the Yakuza series. Set in the 1980s with the two main characters of the series, Kiryu Kazuma and Goro Majima. This game combines the flashiness and swagger from the 80s with their violent soap opera drama that these two characters involve themselves in. It's definitely the best place to start for newcomers who want to get into the story of Yakuza, as well as our ever-lovable and cool Kiryu Kazuma, Dragon of Dojima. With Yakuza 0 being a prequel to the series, there are only two characters you need to know about, Kiryu Kazuma and Goro Majima. The narrative of each character weaves together and diverges throughout the game when you play as these two characters in their respective stories. Kiryu's story begins in the nightlife city of Kamurocho, with his plot focused on the Empty Lot, a tiny plot of land in the middle of Kamurocho. Essentially, he who controls this land makes Kamurocho his bitch, as it controls an important project that various organizations are chasing after. When our dragon takes on a debt collecting job in his clan that goes south, Kiryu is framed for murder and finds himself in the middle of the conflict. Now he has to leave his clan, the Tojo clan, to relieve the pressure of the police and figure out who framed him for murder. Meanwhile, in Sotenbori, Osaka, Goro Majima takes the stage as the Lord of the Night with his own list of issues. After being kicked out of the Yakuza, as a punishment and his way to get back into the game, Majima runs the best cabaret club in town, the Grand. When his profits from his cabaret job and side gigs aren't enough to impress the Yakuza to let him come back, he agrees to take on a hit job for some crooked individuals, which eventually lands him into deep shit as, most jobs involving murder do. We here at Frush Incorporated recommend you don't murder people to get what you want, but you knew that already, didn't you? Or so how? I don't really know you people. After covering the origin stories of Kiryu and Majima, I recommend that this is where you start as it sets the stage for the rest of the series, as well as building on the already strong foundation. After all, how are you going to see how Majima turns from "Hello, it's nice to meet you, sir," to Of course, you get to watch Kiryu turn into the fearsome dragon he is in the other games. If watching these characters develop in the game doesn't put you on the edge of your seat, then your seat is too big. Period. This game is stunning and extremely detailed. Look at this man's paws. And this one. And his. I wonder what their skincare routines are. Hit me up. The PC version doesn't fall short of the PS4 version either. In fact, I found that the PC version had a decrease in loading times and an amazing 4K resolution, making it a slick port for PC. The PC version comes with the same experiences of Steam achievements, full controller support, and other nice extras you hope to be in a PC version from a title like this. Comparisons aside, the graphics make the location and characters feel realistic while playing into the wackiness of the series. It's a perfect complement to the 80s flashiness and nightlife scene. The music is so fitting for the 80s era, being filled with pop synth music and crisp guitar riffs that make the battle themes, the opening intro music, and the minigame music boogie your fucking ass off. The karaoke songs are filled with that 80s cheesiness, while the disco songs make you feel like you are immersed in the disco dancing experience yourself. Also, I'd like to mention that the opening themes are different for English and Japanese releases. And it is a crime that localization had to take out the Japanese theme. Go listen to it. It really captures the game's theme better. I'll be waiting for you to tell me what you think. Apart from the already amazing soundtrack, the voiceover of the characters is amazing, and if you were hoping for an English voiceover track, unfortunately it isn't an option here, or for any of the other Yakuza releases. Though the voice cast is so excellent that really you will not miss English dubbing, and you will learn to love the expressive voices of both Kiryu and Majima, as well as other characters. There are many combat encounters in the game, and while you are walking through either of the cities, street punks, Yakuza members and other bad guys will hunt you down and challenge you to it. Just instead of a children's card game, it's a real fight, and the Shadow Realm is replaced with your funeral. Apart from the random encounters, the story obviously offers boss battles, which makes it vital for you to hone your fighting abilities. Lucky for you, the fighting is amazing in this game, with both Kiryu and Majima having 3 fighting styles that you can swap in battle, and use them cunningly depending on the opponent. The styles between the two are similar, yet still feel completely fresh to each character. One allows quick attacks as well as dancing in Majima's case, another offers traditional punch-out fighting, and the other is basically Hulk mode, in which you annihilate foes at the cost of speed. As you pull off the combos, you earn money by defeating foes. Because they are so shit scared of you, they fart out money. This money can be used for health boosts, new combos, and additions to your heat gauge. Now, I know you just thought, what the fuck is a heat gauge? It's basically a bar that can help you pull off incredible finishing moves. By filling the gauge up, you can jam punks against a wall, pour hot water into their eyes, throw bikes and other shit at them, as well as Majima breakdancing a man to tears. Truly on brand for the 80s. Like I know, considering I'm born in the 2000s. It is truly devastating in execution, and the boss encounters start to feel like fun excuses for seeing how bad you can fuck them over in style. When you first see the big cities, Kamurocho and Sotenbori, you can't help but wonder how you navigate such big cities. Well, the game offers a mini-map and a big map which can show you where you are and what each of the locations you can access is as well. There is certainly more to the game than just watching the narrative unfold. You'll find that most of your time is used on exploring Kamurocho and Sotenbori to your heart's content, in which you'll find convenience stores with health items, nightclubs, restaurants, and a wealth of other miscellaneous places. In these places, you can find a bundle of minigames to play and additional content available to you, including a dancing minigame, pocket car racing, darts, pool, arcade games, batting center. Oh, and each of these characters have 2 main minigames unique to them. With Kiryu, you can build a real estate empire with its share of sub-stories. Majima owns a cabaret club, so you can dress up your girls, find new girls, and challenge other cabaret clubs to be the best in Sotenbori. These minigames are filled with heartwarming submissions which make you care for these characters. Apart from the minigame submissions, there are many other quests you can find throughout the cities. And I'm sorry to say that violence is not always the answer in these subquests. Many of these quests require you to be the kind and diplomatic Kiryu who is actually just a good guy. Same for Majima too. By helping out folks with their problems, it can give you a breather from all of the combat. These submissions can be important for expanding Kiryu's and Majima's characters. This game, to those who don't play it, can see it as a bloodthirsty game where violence solves everything. However, exploring these quests humanize the main 2 characters as regular, decent guys, despite being in the Yakuza. The sub-stories alone help set the series differently to other brawlers, and I recommend you play through the missions for the silliness and heartwarming moments, especially if you want to play the other games in the series. There are 100 sub-quests to discover, and you will be enjoying it when you dig in deep. Okay, you saw how many hours I have netted in this game, but The average length of this game is at least 60 to 130 hours, depending on if you are wanting to run around Kamurocho and Sultan Bori to complete side quests, trophies, and get collectibles. For the extras the game offers and its amazing story, it's easy to say for me that this game is plenty replayable and easy to jump back into, even if you don't want to go through the New Game Plus, as this game offers a premium adventure mode in which you can use your cleared saved data to just run around as Kiryu or Majima to complete extras. Also, you can wear costumes you've obtained in the game and wear them around in premium adventure mode. I always wanted to run around in tinfoil and roller skates and beat people up! Yakuza is the female fantasy. Nah, scratch that, it is the fantasy! It's also worth to mention, after beating the game, you can unlock the hardest difficulty, Legend Mode. Though you cannot start from the New Game Plus and you have to start a completely new game. It wouldn't be a challenge, after all. Silly casual. It would propose a fun challenge though, so there's definitely loads you can still do in Yakuza 0 alone. Yakuza 0 is a fan favourite and can be enjoyable to newcomers. For this, it's speed review approved. Thank you guys for watching this speed review. I am making this into a series, slowly but surely. If you like them, please leave a like in the comments so I can defeat the YouTube algorithm and climb my way up the Tojo clan! See you next time.